The British people see their capital city in flames, they will lose the will to resist. No one knows if he is right. Never before has the population of a major city faced round-the-clock bombing. London's emergency services are overwhelmed. Firemen are called in from all over the country. Ted Wilson, a 16-year-old volunteer from Coventry, must ask for permission to travel south.
I went and asked Mother, and she says, "Oh, go on." And while I was getting into my uniform, my mother, she made a great big pile of I'll never forget it. Great big pile of sandwiches for us to eat on the way. And there was only lard, pure lard sandwiches with a little sprinkle of salt on. And away I went. And I said to somebody, "Where are we going to?" And they did say, "We're going down to Silvertown on the docks in London."
In fighting the fires, 16 firemen were killed, 11 by high explosive bombs and 5 by falling walls.
It was horrific. You've got the bombs dropping down, sometimes in the fires that you're actually trying to put out. And the sky didn't exist. That was a blackness. I've seen walls fall down and firemen being trapped. I saw the policeman die, and you could hear the shrapnel, not from the bombs, but from the shells bursting up above and sprinkling down just like rain. There's no doorway or alleyway for a fireman to go into. He has to stand there and take what's coming down.
Hitler extends his night bombing. Hull, Southampton, Liverpool, Bristol and Cardiff all suffer. On November the 14th, the Luftwaffe strikes Coventry. Teenage fireman Ted Wilson, back from London, faces a firestorm.
The whole place was like bonfire night. Sparks everywhere. And in a short space of time, I lost the eyebrows and the eyelashes, all the hair under my steel helmet, that's all gone. Often I thought about my mum and dad, also my sisters and my brother. I knew that they would be in the Folly Lane tunnels underneath the railway. I know they thought of me and prayed for me during the night. I went to another part of the city to put out a small fire, and we were just clearing up when we heard that the Coventry Cathedral was on fire and it was burning pretty bad. And I felt really, really terrible at that time because I'd already been on the cathedral twice and put cinders off. And now I knew that the incendiaries had gone in through the roof, the lead, and into the rafters, which were like matchsticks, and there wouldn't be much to save. It was at that moment that I did shed a tear, because the cathedral was my city. It was a symbol of our city. As a child, you was never called a Coventry kid until you'd been up the cathedral spire and had a look round. And the station officer, he said to me about 7:20. "Go home if you like, Ted," I said, "and see how your folk are."
On his way home, Ted Wilson hears that the tunnels in which his family are sheltering have been struck by bombs.
As I was walking down there towards the tunnels, there was two gentlemen at the other end of the tunnel. One of them, he walked towards me and he put his arms around me and said, "Well done, son." In return, I just turned around and said to him, "Many happy returns of the day, Dad." It was his birthday. And that I'll never forget that moment.